Have you ever tried to brush your dog's teeth only to end up wrestling them on the living room floor while they clamp their jaw completely shut, leaving both of you frustrated and exhausted? What if I told you that the secret to a sparkling clean mouth isn't a stressful daily toothbrushing routine? What if the actual solution was sitting right inside your kitchen pantry and your refrigerator, just waiting to be added to your dog's bowl? Let me guess, you're probably thinking, come on, Dr. Tony, is that really true? Can I actually clean my dog's teeth without a toothbrush? Well, I have some incredible news for you. Yes, you can. As a veterinarian, I'm here to tell you that there is actual peer-reviewed clinical science backing up some incredible natural kitchen ingredients that literally melt soft plaque away. Within 24 to 48 hours, the invisible bacteria in your dog's mouth begins to harden into cement. But if we interrupt that 24-hour cycle using everyday items you already have sitting in your pantry and your refrigerator, we can stop tartar in its tracks. No doggy toothbrush required. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Tony Lee, your neighborhood veterinarian, and welcome back to the channel. In my clinic, dental disease is the single most common medical issue I treat. By the time they are 3 years old, 80% of dogs have active dental disease, and I hear the same confession from almost every pet parent. Dr. Tony, I feel so guilty, but I just cannot get a toothbrush in my dog's mouth. If that is you, I want you to take a deep breath and drop the guilt at the door. Brushing a dog's teeth is incredibly difficult. You are not a bad pet parent, but ignoring their oral health is not an option either. Bad teeth don't just cause bad breath. The bacteria from infected gums enters the bloodstream and damages your dog's heart, liver, and kidneys. So today, we are doing a complete dental masterclass. Grab a pen and a notebook. I am going to share my absolute favorite, highly effective, natural home remedies and simple daily habits that will do the cleaning for you. We're going to talk about mechanical foods, antibacterial spices, herbal teas, and a miraculous ocean ingredient you can add right to their bowl. Let's dive into the absolute best ways to protect your dog's smile naturally. Let's start with chapter 1, and this is probably the most overlooked part of your dog's oral health. The water bowl. When we talk about dental health, everyone focuses on the food bowl, but the water bowl is actually a massive breeding ground for the exact bacteria that rots your dog's teeth. Have you ever picked up your dog's water bowl to refill it and noticed a slippery, slimy coating on the bottom and the sides? Sometimes it even has a faint pinkish tint to it. That slime is called a biofilm. When your dog drinks, the bacteria from their mouth mixes with the water. That bacteria then builds a protective, sticky fortress around itself on the sides of the bowl. If you just top off the water every day without actually scrubbing the bowl with hot soapy water, your dog is swallowing millions of highly concentrated plaque-forming bacteria every single time they take a drink. This brings me to our very first daily habit, bowl hygiene and hydration. If you want your dog's breath to improve overnight, start washing their water and food bowls every single day with hot, soapy water or run them through the dishwasher. This breaks down the biofilm shield. Furthermore, try switching your dog from tap water to filtered water. Tap water often contains heavy minerals that actually act as the building blocks for hard tartar. And here's the professional vet tip. You can upgrade their fresh filtered water by using a VOHC approved enzymatic water additive. VOHC stands for the Veterinary Oral Health Council. Products that carry this seal have actually proven in clinical trials that they reduce plaque. These water additives are completely tasteless and odorless. You just add a tiny capful to their daily water, and the enzymes naturally break down the plaque on their teeth every time they take a sip. It's like using a mild mouthwash all day long, completely stress-free. Now let's move to chapter 2 and head into your kitchen pantry. We are going to talk about antibacterial and breath-freshening ingredients you probably already own. The sticky plaque on your dog's teeth is alive. It is a living, breathing bacterial colony. To fight it naturally, we need safe, edible ingredients that break down bacterial cell walls. The first secret weapon is organic, unrefined virgin coconut oil. Coconut oil is incredibly rich in something called lauric acid. Lauric acid is renowned in both human and animal medicine for its natural antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal properties. When your dog eats a tiny bit of coconut oil, the lauric acid literally binds to the bacteria in their mouth, trapping it so it can be swallowed and destroyed by their stomach acid before it sticks to their teeth. You can give your dog about a quarter teaspoon for a small dog or up to a tablespoon for a large dog mixed right into their food. Not only will it help reduce plaque, but it's fantastic for their skin and coat. Just start with a very small amount, as too much oil too quickly can give a dog an upset tummy. But what if your dog already has terrible stinky doggy breath? Enter your second kitchen staple, curly parsley. Now be very careful here. I am talking specifically about standard curly parsley, not spring parsley, which is toxic to dogs. Plain curly parsley is a brilliant natural breath mint. It contains high levels of chlorophyll, which is the green pigment in plants. Chlorophyll has a massive deodorizing effect inside your dog's mouth and their digestive tract. It actually neutralizes the bad breath compounds at their source. Simply take a tiny pinch of fresh curly parsley, chop it up very finely, and sprinkle it over their dinner. They usually love the fresh taste, and you will notice a huge improvement in their breath by the next morning. Next, we need to address inflammation in Chapter 3. Sometimes a dog's gums aren't just holding plaque, they are actively red, swollen, and inflamed. This is called gingivitis. When gums are inflamed, they pull away from the tooth, creating little pockets where bacteria hide and multiply rapidly. To naturally soothe this redness, we can look to anti-inflammatory spices and teas. First, we have turmeric and ginger. These two ancient spices are powerhouse anti-inflammatories. Curcumin, the active ingredient in turmeric, has been shown to heavily reduce swelling in gum tissue. You can take a tiny, tiny pinch, literally just a dust of pure ground turmeric and ginger, and mix it into a spoonful of plain, unsweetened yogurt or that coconut oil we just talked about. Let your dog lick it off a spoon. It acts as a soothing paste for their entire mouth. But my absolute favorite trick for red sore gums involves the tea bag sitting in your cupboard. Decaffeinated green tea or plain chamomile tea. Both green tea and chamomile contain incredible soothing antioxidants. Green tea contains catechins, which are compounds that actively prevent bacteria from sticking to the enamel of the teeth. Chamomile is naturally calming to irritated tissue. Here's how you use it. Brew a weak cup of decaf green tea or chamomile. Let it cool completely until it is room temperature or even slightly chilled in the fridge. And remember, never use hot tea. Once it's cool, you can either pour a small splash over your dog's dry kibble to rehydrate it, or dip a clean cloth into the tea and gently dab it along your dog's gum line. It provides instant cooling, antibacterial relief for swollen gums. Now let's talk about the absolute holy grail of non-brushing plaque prevention. If you saw the thumbnail of this video saying, "Add this to their bowl," this is exactly what I was talking about. Welcome to Chapter 4, The Ocean's Miracle. One of the most scientifically backed natural ways to fight plaque requires no physical scrubbing at all. It works entirely from the inside out. I am talking about a very specific type of dried seaweed or kelp, scientifically known as Ascophyllum nodosum. This is truly fascinating veterinary science, so stick with me here. When you sprinkle this specific dried kelp powder onto your dog's food, they digest it. As it processes through their digestive system, the active compounds are absorbed into their bloodstream and actually secreted outward through their salivary glands. This means that hours after they eat it, their own saliva becomes coated in an enzyme that actively melts and softens the plaque on their teeth. Within just a few weeks of using a pure kelp supplement daily, pet owners often notice that the hardened yellowish plaque on their dog's back, molars simply turns to mush and flakes off naturally while they are chewing their regular food. It is quite literally an overnight plaque softener. You can find 100% natural organic kelp powders specifically formulated for dogs online or at your local pet store. It's affordable, it requires absolutely no brushing, and dogs love the slightly salty taste of the ocean. Just remember, because kelp is high in naturally occurring iodine, you should always consult your vet before using it if your dog has a known thyroid condition. But for a healthy dog, this is a massive game changer for oral health. All right, my friends, moving right along to Chapter 5. Let's talk about mechanical cleaning. We've softened the plaque. We've freshened the breath. Now, how do we scrub it off without a toothbrush? The easiest way is to let the dog do the work for you by utilizing nature's toothbrushes. First, let's talk about the vegetable drawer. Whole raw carrots are a phenomenal mechanical scrubber. When a dog bites down on a large raw carrot, the tough fibrous vegetable matter physically scrapes the soft plaque right off the surface of the tooth, all while massaging the gum line. It's low calorie, packed with vitamin A, and highly satisfying for them to crunch. Safety warning here from Dr. Tony. Only give whole carrots if dog is a slow, careful chewer. If your dog is a gulper who tries to swallow things whole, skip the carrots to avoid a choking hazard or cut them into extremely thin, long ribbons. If carrots aren't your dog's favorite, we can look at VOHC approved dental chews and textured toys. Earlier, I mentioned the Veterinary Oral Health Council, VOHC. If you walk into a pet store, you will see 100 different brands of dental bones. Most of them are useless, high-calorie junk food. Only buy the ones that specifically have the VOHC accepted seal printed right on the box. Those chews have been scientifically designed with specific textures and enzymes to scrub teeth safely. You can also use textured rubber chew toys or high-quality rope toys. When a dog gnaws on a durable rope toy, the individual cotton threads act like doggy dental floss, getting right between the teeth and pulling sticky plaque away. Just supervise them so they don't ingest the strings. If you spread a tiny bit of the coconut oil we talked about earlier onto the rope toy, your dog will happily chew on it for 30 minutes, giving themselves a spectacular deep cleaning. We are covering so much amazing ground today. Grab a sip of water because Chapter 6 is vital, the oral microbiome and the 10-second wipe. Your dog's mouth is an ecosystem. When bad bacteria take over, teeth decay. We want to intentionally introduce good bacteria into their mouth to outcompete the bad bacteria. One of the easiest ways to do this is with plain, unsweetened milk kefir, or a high-quality canine probiotic. Kefir is a fermented milk drink loaded with beneficial probiotics. Giving your dog a spoonful of plain kefir introduces an army of friendly protective bacteria to their oral and gut microbiome. This friendly bacteria naturally shifts the pH of the dog's mouth, making it a highly hostile environment for plaque to form. Now let's talk about the absolute simplest daily manual habit you can start today. It's called the 10-second wipe. If your dog won't let you use a toothbrush, do not force it. Instead, take a simple piece of rough medical gauze, the cheap squares you can buy at any pharmacy. Dampen the gauze with warm water or even a little bit of that chamomile tea we brewed earlier. Wrap the damp gauze around your index finger. Lift your dog's lip and just gently wipe your gauze-covered finger along the outside surface of their teeth and gums. One quick swipe on the left, one quick swipe on the right. Plaque is sticky, and before it hardens, it wipes away beautifully onto a rough piece of gauze. The whole process takes 10 seconds. The secret to making this work: let your dog lick a spoonful of dog-safe peanut butter or plain yogurt while you do it. They will be so focused on licking the tasty treat, they won't even care that your finger is sliding against their gums. It is a win-win, completely stress-free alternative to traditional brushing. All right, my friends, we are coming to the end of the video, and I need to share Chapter 7 with you. As a veterinarian who deeply respects your trust, I always have to give you the hard truth. I've shared a ton of incredible natural home remedies with you today. Carrots, coconut oil, parsley, kelp, teas, and kefir. Rule number 1, please do not give all of these to your dog on the same day. If you suddenly dump coconut oil, kelp, kefir, and a carrot into their bowl tonight, I promise you, you will be cleaning up explosive diarrhea at 3 o'clock in the morning. Their gastrointestinal system simply cannot handle that many new, rich ingredients at once. My strong recommendation is to pick just 2 of these methods to start. Maybe you decide to wash the water bowl daily and start using the kelp powder. Stick with just those 2 for a month. See how their mouth looks. Later, you can slowly rotate in some coconut oil or chamomile tea wipes. Slow and steady wins the race in veterinary nutrition. Rule number 2, know when home remedies are not enough. These natural remedies are absolute magic for preventing plaque and melting away soft, early-stage buildup. However, if you look in your dog's mouth and see thick, rock-hard, dark brown or yellow chunks cementing the teeth to the gums. These kitchen tricks will not fix it. That rock-hard material is called calculus or tartar. It is calcified, meaning it is literally as hard as bone. At that stage, trying to scrape it off at home will only break their tooth or damage their gums. Hard tartar requires a professional, anesthetized dental cleaning by your veterinarian using an ultrasonic scaler to safely shatter the calculus. If your dog already has severe dental disease, do not feel bad. Go to your vet, get their teeth professionally cleaned to start with a blank, clean slate, and then implement these amazing natural home remedies to make sure the plaque never comes back again. Every single meal, every single bowl of water, and every single chew toy is an opportunity for you to protect your dog's heart, their organs, and their beautiful smile. By utilizing the magic of the oral microbiome, embracing natural antibacterials like coconut oil and parsley, and making smart choices like kelp and VOHC water additives, you are giving them the absolute best care possible. I know it can feel overwhelming, but the fact that you are sitting here educating yourself means your dog has the best parent in the world. If you found this video helpful, please do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It helps our channel reach and protect so many more pets around the world. Hit subscribe so you never miss a new video, and please leave a comment below. I want to know what your dog's favorite chew toy is, or if you're going to try the kelp trick. I read as many comments as I possibly can, and I love chatting with you guys. Give your dog a huge, gentle scratch behind the ears for Dr. Tony. Stay safe, trust your instincts, and I will see you all in the very next video.